Hello everyone, welcome back to another Kyle's Minecraft tutorial. This one is going to be on how to build an Enderman XP farm. Now this farm is going to get you lots and lots of XP. And the rates for getting Ender Pearls are off the charts. You're going to be never ever going to need to use Ender Pearls again. So let's get started on this farm. In this shulker box, I have everything you'll need, so it will all fit in a shulker box. You're going to need 4 hoppers, 4 chests, about 3 stacks of glass, 2 or 3 stacks of ender pearls. You're going to need about half a stack of trapdoors, doesn't matter which trapdoor, 2 powered rails, oak leaves, I would say about 3 stacks. You're going to need your temporary block, about half a stack of your temporary block, which I'm just using dirt, some torches, a few redstone torches, some redstone dust, I grabbed a stack, and 4 redstone repeaters. You're also going to need a dispenser and blocks of your choice. I have chosen white concrete. I'm going to do this tutorial in survival mode, so you guys know exactly how much you need to build and how much you need to do this in your own world. And if you're in creative mode, of course, you could just follow along and it will not be as hard. The other 2 things you'll need that I was not able to fit into the shulker box is a minecart and a stone button. Or I guess not a stone button, any kind of button will do, but you will need the minecart for sure. To get started, guys, grab your leaves. You could also use slabs or glass, but since you're going to need a lot of glass for this build anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and use leaves. Alright, so I built this 64 blocks out because it's going to need to be a ways out, and you're going to need to build it up into the sky so that the Enderman can fall. So this is 64 blocks out, and then we're just going to go ahead and build our base around it. So this is kind of the area you're going to want to have. Of course, you can make it a bigger or smaller. It doesn't really matter. So this hole right here is where my hoppers are going to go, and then of course I'm going to put my chest here, and we're going to go below that to work on something else. So for the bottom part, you're going to need your redstone repeaters, your torches, your dust, your dispenser, and your chests and hoppers. So let's get going back over here. So what we're going to do is make sure these hoppers, first of all, are set up correctly. So make sure that middle hopper goes into where you're going to put your chest, and then have the other hoppers go into the middle hopper. Go ahead and break that. And you can put your chest here. Alright, so go ahead and under your chest, you're going to want to place your hopper right here. But before you do that, you're going to want to place the dispenser next to it so it can run into the dispenser, of course. Boop, there we go. Basically what we're doing here is we're creating a trash system for all the ender pearls. You're still going to be able to access them through this chest before they get dumped out into here. We're going to want to place a hopper running from the chest into the dispenser, chucking them out into the void. Next, onto the dispenser clock. So we're going to put this right here, right next to the space, next to the hopper. All right, go ahead and put redstone here and here. Get this, put another repeater right there. Redstone here and, here. Repeater there, redstone here and there. And the last repeater there, and we're going to want the redstone to go here and here. Now, go ahead, grab your button, and this button's going to be temporary, so I can show you guys. I did this incorrectly. This makes basically a full redstone powered circuit like all the time. That's not what you want. So go ahead, break one of your redstones if that happens, and you're going to actually need to set these as far apart so that the redstone timing is as late as possible to create an actual redstone clock. So go ahead, put your button back there, and you can see the signal is traveling around the clock, making it a constant update to this. So once you run this over here, you can put the redstone on top of the dispenser, and then it will turn on and off, and you can hear it clicking, and you can hear it dispensing. Well, it would be dispensing if it had anything in it. Next thing we're going to want to do is get our glass and build up 44 blocks. Or I'm sorry, 43 blocks. 43 blocks later, we're all the way up here. And you're going to want to build this all around the base of this, so around your 3 hoppers. The only thing is, at the front, when you're building up this glass, at the front you're going to want to make sure that there's 2 tall gaps here, so you can kill the Enderman so you can get the XP. So now that we're up here at the very top of our glass, I've replaced the 43rd layer with temporary blocks, and in the center, facing where your path is going, you're going to want to put your minecart and your rail. And you're going to want it facing this way, parallel to the way that this is facing. Because you're going to have to put your endermite in there, which is the exact reason we need our ender pearls. So we're going to get our ender pearls ready. I just realized I built this not big enough. So you're going to want to build it 2 wide instead of just 1. Go ahead and get your other powered rail right here. We're going to need to put a block that you can put a torch on, so like end stone, any kind of block, but not glass or leaves. You can't put stones on those, or torches on stones. So we're going to want to put a torch on this as soon as the endermite spawns. And before we do that, go ahead and make sure you have your name tag, because you're also going to need to name the endermite as soon as it spawns. So we're going to stand in here, make sure you also have some food, because this is going to hurt you a little bit. We're going to stand in here, and we're going to take our ender pearls, and we're just going to toss them down like this. Okay, we've got our endermite. Let's name it Bill really quick so it doesn't despawn. And then let's put our redstone torch right here. There you go. Yeah, Bill's trapped. We need to push Bill right in the middle here so that he can be trapped. Alright, there we go. So we got Bill in his little box. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make use of trapdoors. So you can break your glass, since this is on a rail, and we're going to just place trapdoors on either side of it. There's 1, there's 2. Those trapdoors are actually blocking the minecart from going anywhere as well. Break these down and put trapdoors here and close them so that they look like this. Now next, you can make this out of the same material, but it won't really matter since it's all going to have trapdoors on it like so, and have trapdoors on it the same way. So the only other trapdoors you're going to need to build are trapdoors on the inside of... Alright, and then close those trapdoors. Now what these trapdoors will do, if you don't know, is they will trick the path-finding AI of the Enderman into thinking that this is a solid block when in reality it's not. And then you can go ahead and build behind this up 2, and then go ahead and on top of these 2 place a trapdoor, and you're going to want to do the same in front of it. So go ahead and crouch, make sure that's over the endermite, and do it all around the sides here. Okay, then you can come back here and break these blocks. These are not needed, and in fact, they should not be there. So that's the first part set up. The only thing we need to work on is the spawning platform that's going to be behind us. Alright, you can put basically everything back, since the only thing you'll really need now is your platform building block. I did make one little mistake. So instead of this back wall just being 1, it's going to actually, it's going to actually be a whole other. So we're going to start right across from the endermite in the middle right here. This is going to be 0, and we're going to build out 1, 2, all the way to 30. So, and we're also going to do that on the other side. So 1, 2, and then, of course, once more in the middle. So 1, 2, and that's 30. So this is basically what you should have now. And then what you can do is kind of outline the edge of it. And if you want, you can connect it in a square, or you can connect it in a diagonal. It won't really matter. These 3 points are basically kind of the maximum the Enderman can see toward the endermite, and that will make them go towards it. So, see, we already got a few spawning. I am going to build it in a diagonal pattern. Once you got this all set up, just go ahead and fill it in. And that one is the spawning platform all done. Endermen should be spawning up here, but the reason that they're not is because those endermen down there are spawning. And these endermen up here are not spawning, so we need to light up the end. Alright guys, so that is actually the spawning platform all done. You can see we've lit up this end of the nether. That's loaded when we were over here. And, or I'm sorry, not the nether, the end. And you can see that we're getting a lot of spawns now. You can see them gathering all up at the top. A few are spilling off at the sides. I am going to have to fix that, but for now, this is actually pretty good because they're all one-hit kills. Oh, that sound. And look at how fast we're going up. Look, that's amazing. And just in seconds, we've refilled already. Yeah, guys, I would say this is definitely a successful farm. So if you guys liked this, go ahead and give me a like, give me a subscribe, help me grow my channel. And I'll be posting more Minecraft tutorial videos. Take a look at my Minecraft survival Let's Play as well, because I do stuff like this all the time. Anyway, I hope you guys learned a lot. That's Kyle Lemon, signing off.